Taurus, we're going to pull your cards live to see if you want to stay around. It's going to be a quick reading about how to set your North Compass this year. So you and the idea of setting your North Compass. The 5 of Swords, feeling a little bit fed up potentially. And then your root skills, the Ace of Swords and the 9 of Cups. That's great. What you might want to consider letting go of. Holding on. That's perfect. And your how to set your North Compass. Death. Letting go. Transformation. And where this is going. Oh, just keeps happening. I think I can... Oh, pin down. Lovely. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so you and the idea of setting your North Compass, you're feeling a little bit battle weary, to be completely honest. There's a sense that you've been fighting, and whether you're in the winning or the losing side, there's kind of a horrible feeling of fighting and sadness in either the winning or the losing. That just doesn't feel nice. There's been an argument going on, and so when you're thinking about setting your own North Compass, that's interesting. It feels as if you're a bit battle weary. You might have been trying already to get your perspective heard. You might have been trying to be seen and understood in what you need. And it feels as if it's going round and round and nobody's happy, because even you have some empathy when you've won this battle. If you win a round, you sort of worry about the other people. Nothing feels easy to communicate. Your root skills, however, are wonderful. We've got the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Cups. You have an ability to see the best. There's a kind of wish that you have, and there is a lot of physical drive, and it kind of feels like it's coming back online. It might be very new, but there is some sort of passionate new idea and a lot of kind of drive here, and also a connection to what it is that you want. You sort of know what's going to make you happy with the wish fulfillment card. And so that's helpful. Those are kind of the energy and the knowledge, and those are your root skills. And what to let go of is the 4 of Pentacles, which is literally holding on. What are you holding on to? Is there something that you don't like to let go of? A position, a role in a family, a way of doing some work, somebody, some sort of extra responsibility that's hard to let go of, even though you know it's not really what you want, that kind of thing. You're holding on, but you're holding on in that lovely way to create security. That's what it feels like you're trying to do. You want to keep people safe. You want to keep money safe. You want to keep people safe. See if anything's jumping out from any of these. Sorry, I wanted to just say right in the back of that card, where you're at, there's one very small person that you're very concerned with. I never normally see them. A child or somebody who feels very hurt. And in your attitude and what you have as your root skills, it just feels, yeah, I don't think I'm seeing anything extra particularly in there. That's good. We know what we're thinking there. And in the 4 of Pentacles, he just looks very almost humorous to me today. Very dark colouring, a kind of sort of wry face, and I'm looking at also this little red and dotty hint of something a bit more wild underneath, and he looks a bit more knowing than one would expect. So you're holding on. There's something wild. You're trying to keep people safe, but there's almost like some sort of scenes change which is about to happen, because we've got this on a stage here, where you could be quite surprising when you let go, is what I feel. How to set your North Star. How you're to set your course to the North Star. We have the Death card. So you've got to allow some rebirth. You've got to allow something to die and then be reborn. There's a whole load of people here. There's a ship in the background. The crown is off of the old king. A new king is being born. There's lots of begging going on. But there's quite a happy little child who always seems quite happy to me. But there is that new dawn. And it's got the same towers that we see in the moon. So through all this unhappiness and uncertainty, there is a new dawn coming. And that is the way. You've got to allow something to be gone. Let that go. We've got it doubly because we've got you holding on here. You must let go in order to let this new beginning start. And where it's all going is actually beautiful. 3 people working towards something, building a cathedral. We've got 3 different skill bases working cooperatively to build something absolutely beautiful. I'm seeing the fleur-de-lis, this little detail in the corner of the 3 the stars up there. And look, there's that spotty fabric. That's interesting. It's sort of got a bit of a bigger splodge on it, but it's a kind of, it's unveiled, and it's quite eccentric, isn't it? This person who is probably the merchant or the architect. He's so expressive. So I feel like that's where you're going to be, expressive, heard, after you allow this rebirth, after you allow something to die off. So let's pull some capping cards. We've got, what have we got here? Turn it round. We've got the 5 of Cups. Okay, that's saying stop focusing on what's not working. It's interesting, this depiction, because actually the sun is coming out from under those clouds. I watched the moon doing that the other night. It was amazing. It's almost as bright as the sun. But she is looking in one of the cups. So she started to get curious. And we've got 4 standing here. So normally in the illustration, there's only 2 standing behind her. And she's focusing on 3. The reality is things are a lot better. They might be very emotionally volatile with that sea, but actually everything's standing here. So start seeing what you actually have at hand. There's a lot of resources here. It's not that bad. Actually, let's pull one of these. And you seem to be being prepared to look for the good. Wow, the 10 of Cups is on its way. So the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. There is happiness coming here from this quite difficult battling situation. There is some harmony. Look at how these 2 are holding on to each other. And the fish, let me see what I see when I look in there. We've got that beautiful rainbow that reminds me a bit of what it is that you know you want. That's your root skills. You know this is what you're working towards. This kind of happy, harmonious family situation. Yeah, it's gorgeous. The 10 fishes, I'm assuming. Yeah, 10 little goldfishes. And everybody happy and looking outward onto something new. What can we create new? Well, our 3 of Pentacles, we can create a cathedral. We can create great things. There's a perspective change that needs to happen here. But it feels like the perspective change happens when you let go. Okay, that might be hard for you. So, accomplishment. Here, we've got a black horse with a man on it and a star here. Those remind me of the stars. Whoops. Not dropping everything on the floor. The stars in the cathedral that's being built. Let me just put these 2 up. So, what does this say? It says, remember past accomplishments as a way to overcome your present self-doubt. Okay, so that would be a really good way when you're looking in your cups, is to remember, okay, things are a bit disappointing at the moment, but I can do this. I've got this horse here. I have done good things in the past. And the other card is curiosity. And there's some cats. Be spontaneous, wonder, move forward, look ahead, stretch above your present circumstances. It's about perspective change firmly. And the death and the allowing to let go allows you to think of all those things that have worked in the past and be curious about what is coming next and connect to that, what you know, which is that you want happiness. Let's pull you one. Quite a quick reading, this one, but I like this. That's my favourite dog in the neighbourhood. I want to go and see her. Right, let's pull you a oracle card, and we've got turn your back. I wonder whether that's on other people. And I'm going to read you from the book. Read to you from the book. Number 33, a bit of a mystical number. And it says, It's time to turn your back on what is not for you. No is necessary magic, okay? This feels like the letting go, the letting go. Use it often to free the bound, liberate the oppressed, and honor the sacred within you. Cling to only what feels essential for you right now. Cling, okay? I know you're doing it to be safe, but do not be swayed by achievement or approval. Think of your essence like the moon. Its light deserves fierce protection. Once you've admitted the truth inside of you, it's time to embody it by speaking it and allow it to be protected by the ferocity of self-kindness. Self-kindness, the ferocity of self-kindness. Learning to hold what is essential for you while protecting your precious resources makes all your interactions more authentic, even if some of them die off in the process. Die off. Death. The secret irony hiding inside your willingness to say no is that it allows your yes to shine more brightly. That's really beautiful. You're saying no to some things, you're letting go of some things, turning your back on some things to assert who you really are. You know what it is you want. You want this happy family. You want passion and wish fulfillment and security. And you have the ability, as we can see coming, to build something sort of quite incredible with other people, because I think family is very important for you, or groups. And remember to be curious and wonder, to move forward, to look ahead and stretch beyond your present circumstances, and remember your past accomplishments. I think you're a little bit more positive than the cards. Well, I know, because you're not too disappointed. So this is a little bit of a push. If it's been a bit difficult, keep pushing forward. Remember what you want. You're on your way. See you again.